Good morning, friends. This is your old girl, Melanie Rose, here to share your daily aspects. Today is Tuesday, October 19, 2021. Welcome back to the full of the moon. The moon will be completely full tomorrow morning with full moon in Aries and Aries ruling planet Mars in Libra. We become keenly aware of the balance we seek. The emphasis here is on maintaining a little bit of control over your impulse to get or maintain power in the interest of achieving something we've desired in our passionate hearts. Patience, self-awareness, and self-control are strongly indicated here. The sun remains in Libra until this Friday. Often the final days of a transit tend to be when we feel the sign's influence the strongest. So these 5 days are like a week in review in regards to the principles of truth and justice, beauty and balance. Libra's ruling planet is Venus, whose style it is to sit back and receive the abundance that is always rolling her way. Take a look around, friends. This is a good time to make note of those many things for which we can be grateful. Let's take a look at these planets and aspects before we get into the interpretations. We have the sun with us, and the sun always represents our outer life, our ego, or who we are in the world, out there when we're not at home. The moon represents our inner life, our emotional and intuitive self, and also who we are at home in our domestic sphere. We have Venus, and this is our planet for love and money. In other words, how do we relate to those things we value the most? Here we have Chiron. Chiron points to how to heal. Mars is our sense of initiative on a personal level. Neptune, spiritual awareness. Mercury, intellect and communications. Jupiter, growth and opportunity. Uranus, change. Uranus does things differently. I see Pluto down here. This is death and rebirth. Deep total changes, friends. Also mystery. And this we will discuss. All right. As for these aspects, darlings, I see a couple of trines, a few of them. Trine is a very positive aspect. It practically guarantees good outcomes. We have a couple of Quincunx. This is a variable outcome. We have a direct, which we will discuss and have discussed. Sextile is cooperative, and cooperation makes things happen. Opposition indicates a potential for conflict or a need to seek balance. Square represents the potential for challenges. And that, my friends, is an ingress. This just means that the planetary body is transiting from one sign to the next. So those are the players and these are the plays. Let's get into some interpretations. In our ongoing column, we have Venus trine Chiron. This is day 4 of this aspect, so the effects are starting to fade. Our planet for love and money has been in a very positive relationship with Chiron, the asteroid that represents our ability to heal. Chiron has been in retrograde, which brings about more inner healing, and at this time, our sense of self-worth has been emphasized. Hopefully, we have taken this opportunity to examine what the exchange rate is for the labors we make in the name of love, friendship, and family. The price doesn't have to be cheap, but the price doesn't have to be cheap or expensive, but reciprocity is only fair. Self-worth, babies. Also in the ongoing column, we have Mars, Quincunx, Neptune. This is also day 4 of this aspect, where the planet for personal initiative has been in a variable energy with our planet for awareness that we are all one. This is a time when we may have vacillated between decisive actions and passively going with the flow. We may have experienced feelings of restlessness or dissatisfaction. Hopefully, we've taken special care to safeguard our bodies at this time, and hopefully we've not rushed into taking some action that has an impact on our whole community. Or if we have, the outcome has been okay because that was not promised. Let's call this restless nights are over. Unless you're one of those people who can't sleep around the full moon, and then the restless nights are going to be here for a couple more days. As of yesterday morning, Mercury has gone direct. I just wanted to remind you all, our planetary mentor of the intellect, communication, and travel is moving in the regular direction on its brief elliptic around the sun. In fact, it's always moving in the regular direction, but 3 or 4 times a year, for about 3 weeks at a time, we get the illusion that the planet is moving backward, and that illusion tends to mess with our relationship to the intellect, bringing up little surprises and opportunities to review our approach. For now, until the middle of January, however, Mercury promises to be on their best behavior, so we can make plans to go about our day-to-day lives with more confidence that all will go well. Go. There's a green light for you. See how it shines. Also in the ongoing column, we have Mars trine Jupiter. Now this is day 2 of 4 in this very positive aspect between our planet for personal initiative and our planet for positive expansion. This period of time is simply brimming with possibility. The things we act to begin right now are virtually guaranteed success. Even seemingly selfish impulses can result in positive outcomes thanks to abundant, generous Jupiter. We're likely to feel very positive, self-assured, and ready to go do the things. And so go and do them. This trine aspect comes up once every 2 years, so I encourage you to strike while the proverbial iron is hot. Furthermore, the moon is in Aries today, and Aries is ruled by Mars. So the impact of this aspect is likely to be felt on the personal level, in the heart and the home. And for more clues as to where our actions might have the best effect, check out the placement of Jupiter in your natal charts. For example, My natal chart has Jupiter in Aquarius, which is ruled by Uranus, who does things differently, and in my 7th house, which emphasizes my cosmic +1, referring to my most valued partnership in my life. So it follows that I might see some positive benefit or growth by taking action in my most valued relationship, especially if that action represents a positive change. Again, the trine aspect practically guarantees good outcomes. So check your natal charts, y'all. See where Jupiter is. All right. As for today's aspects, at 5:40 a.m., the moon runs trine with Venus. This is always a very happy and loving 2-hour aspect of the heart and home. We find ourselves in a good position to give and receive love and intimacy with very positive outcomes. I'm gonna put little green hearts in the green lights in those hearts. How do we like that? Yeah. Oh, green dots everywhere. Then at 6:15 p.m., Venus makes a quincunx with Uranus. Uranus, of course, is the planet that reminds us change is inevitable and often necessary. It says, if what we're doing isn't working, it's time to do something differently. Venus, of course, relates to our love and money, or what our relationship is to those things that we value the most. So we may be looking at our partnerships or our investments and thinking, I'd like to make some changes, and we can do that, but the outcome is not promised. Make sure you communicate well about what changes you'd like to make. Just because someone knows us well, that doesn't mean they can read our mind. And when it comes to those important partnerships, being on the same page takes transparency and collaboration. Changes. Love and money. Variable outcomes. Don't forget to communicate. All right. And like I said, that's a 4-day aspect, so we'll be under that influence for a couple of days. And then at 11:58 p.m., the moon goes sextile with Jupiter. This is a little like a 2-hour boost for that moon trine Jupiter. Where is that energy we have going on this week? I meant Mars trine Jupiter energy that we have going on this week. But this is like a little 2-hour boost for that Mars trine Jupiter aspect. Moon sextile Jupiter encourages us to act on those things that represent growth or generosity. We're likely to be feeling cheerful and optimistic about those things we're getting started at this time. And the sextile aspect in effect here, the actions we make during this time are likely to generate or manifest something positive in our lives. I'm going to mark that as optimism and growth. And then after midnight at 1:28 a.m. on Wednesday, the moon runs in opposition to Mars. With this 2-hour aspect, we may find ourselves feeling angry or irritable about things in the heart and home. We may find it easy to have impatience, or to watch our impatience turn into aggressive or passive-aggressive behaviors. I like to think of these brief moon aspects mostly as moods that can be gotten through with a little bit of attention to our own behavior. If you find yourself feeling irritable or aggressive at home, perhaps it would be a good time to get out by yourself and take a walk. Of course, this is the middle of the night for many of us, so maybe we can sleep right through it. Either way, do try to be kind. Coming up this week, the official full moon in Aries is tomorrow. Mars has another important aspect to make on Thursday, and the Sun will make ingress to Scorpio on Friday. And I can't wait to discuss these things and more with you all as they come up. That's it for today, friends. This has been your Daily Aspects, an astrological weather forecast for Tuesday, October 19, 2021. If you have questions, or if you feel inspired to share an observation or an experience, I invite you to add to the comments below. Also, please like my video and subscribe to the Old Girl channel. I will leave this up for about 30 seconds so that you may look it over, and I'll see you all tomorrow for more Daily Aspects.